Welcome to Word of the Week. Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Vinayak, and we're still in Cubbon Park, and now we are with the bamboo trees amidst the little rustle and creaking of the bamboos around us. And the word we are here with is kindness.
I'm not sure that after this experience, again going back to the word to really feel the word, I'm aware that I don't think I really understood fully what it meant. I had a thought. I thought I was being kind, and I was. The intention is there, but it's one of those words that we use quite a lot. But do we really know what it feels like to be in it, as an act that requires nothing in return, that just is? And you mentioned something this morning about sitting in the energy of it, and I understand that. That's how I land with it. So let's talk about that, the energy of it that you experienced.
Yeah, it surprisingly, once we became aware of it, I realized how we so often use this phrase, being kind and humane, almost in the same vein, that it's one of those very inherent qualities about us that makes us human. And yet, it's, in that sense, it's always available, always accessible to us. And yet, we seem to be so far away from it because I think in our everyday life, it's almost as if we feel abducted all the time. And we are always rushing through our day a little faster than perhaps what we need to. So what we do to ourselves is we miss those moments when the opportunity presents itself to us. Or rather, we're almost going through the day a little bit annoyed with ourselves and the world, wishing that maybe we're trying to get more productive, we're trying to be more, we're trying to do things faster. And that's where I feel we brush against each other in ways that we don't always intend to, but sometimes we can find ourselves being not as kind as we can be.
Mm-hmm. It struck me that the moments as well that we do fall into that kindness, this essence of it, the experience of it, the calmness of it, it's almost like it's a special occasion. It's something special to do that. But actually, you know what? Maybe it's not meant to be that way. Maybe it's not meant to be left for a special occasion. Maybe it's actually meant to be for every time, everywhere, everything, in all we're doing. Not something separate. Not take a moment to be kind, but actually be kind within our challenges, within our disagreements, within our joy, within our creativity, everything. It's much easier to be kind and elevated when we're enjoying what we're doing, but when we're not enjoying what we're doing, or we're having a challenge or a disagreement that becomes emotional, we can still do that with kindness.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
I guess maybe we spoke about beliefs. One of the beliefs, at least I've personally had about kindness is that kindness can make you weak, and that, in the pursuit of being really assertive and direct, we can sometimes lose our path and become someone that we actually are not. When we sit with the energy of kindness, coming back to it, we can see really that there's a lot of strength in kindness, and it takes a lot to hold space, to listen with kindness and compassion, and it can transform. It has an energy of its own. A lot of those scriptures, we see that, in yoga, there's a lot of the Buddhist tradition where kindness is one of those fundamental pillars of your practice of becoming a human being, not even a better human being. So let's maybe take that as an invitation to fall back into who we really are, and embody the word today.
And with that embodiment and that moment's reflection, the thought that I'd like to go into this with is that actually the strength you mentioned is also a vulnerability, and somewhere along the lines perhaps we've associated kindness being taken for granted as a vulnerability rather than as a wonderful experience to receive, and also an experience to feel when you're with that and the other person. So on that note, let's take a moment now and just close our eyes and take a deep breath in. And as we do so, what we're going to do is invite you to think of the word kindness, get a sense of what it means for you, and also say it in your mind's eye to yourself, allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to experience that in your body. Take a breath now and gradually open your eyes, and holding that experience, bring yourself back to the room.
Now, as you prepare to re-enter the world, take a breath in and say the word. Notice what that might just allow you to drop into, and how you might feel a sense of softening as you allow the word to really work with you. Thank you for joining us this week. We'll see you again next week.
Have a wonderful week, everyone.